It's no secret that Kinga Phillips is a shark conservationist and she loves sharks. She's also a host on Discovery Channel Shark Week. And this year we actually had the wonderful pleasure of taking Shark Week to the islands of Tahiti and experiencing Tahiti in a completely different way that is actually becoming super popular for travelers to do. It's exploring the islands by catamaran.
That's right.
A live aboard catamaran experience, first of all, in general, what do you love most about having that as a travel experience versus flying and going hotel and flying in hotels?
Well, first off, let's give credit where credit is due. You are a producer on Shark Week. You worked on it for many years, and you actually helped me to create this amazing episode in the islands of Tahiti, which was spectacular. And part of what we did for logistics reasons, and then it became the most epic adventure of all time, is we did the show by living on 2 catamarans for 10 days.
Checking into Charters. This is our home for the next 10 days. Cute little space. I'm gonna take you into my bedroom over here. Kinga is across from me.
Hi, and I've already made it.
Here's my room.
It was as much of an authentic adventure as one could ever imagine. So, you know, there are 118 islands. Not all of them are inhabited, but the islands that you can get to, there are different ways. You can take the Aranui ship, which is a hybrid cargo container ship and cruise ship. And then you can fly to some of these islands, and the flights are, you know, certain days. You can select a day, jump around to the islands. You can even buy a package where you can jump to certain islands. But by far, the dreamiest option is to sail by catamaran. These islands are so conducive to that, especially the Tuamatus, I would say, because the Tuamatus, one of the 5 archipelagos in Tahiti, these are former volcanic islands that have basically, the center of the island has collapsed. So all that is left is the outer ring, which was once the caldera of the volcano, which is now rimmed in coral. So you have these spectacular round coral atolls on which people live, but most of them have a population of maybe 500 people, 200 people, some even less. And they have 1 or 2 passes so that your boat can get into the lagoon where there's then safe mooring and anchorage. And it is such a beautiful way to see these islands. So we started in Tiki How, which is one of our favorite islands where we were filming the tiger sharks there. And it is the coral, the biomass, the sand, the palm trees, the people. It is so beautiful. You could drop your camera and take a National Geographic worthy photo there. And we got to dive with the tiger sharks. We swam in this turquoise, beautiful blue water. And then our catamarans left.
Well,
and
before our catamarans left, we were so shocked and surprised by how beautiful every night's sunset were from the catamaran. We had metallic colored sunsets every night. And I use the word metallic because I've never seen a sky light up in the colors that we saw. So we were sipping coral wine. Wine
coral.
Made from coral reefs or the vineyards on our catamaran as we swayed to the sea. And it was magical.
It was magic. They said that that was most likely the effects of the Tonga volcano and ash in the atmosphere. But regardless, the sunsets in Tahiti are first class.
And to see them from the water is a different experience than from on the beach and on the land.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we did then set sail, and where to next?
Set sail, and we sailed for 20 plus hours. We had a full day at sea. It was lovely. You guys played cards. I refused to. But we sailed to our second island, which was Apataki.
And what is, for someone who's never been on a liveaboard or a catamaran, what is it like to paint a picture of sailing that long?
Well, I will tell you this, catamarans are the preferred way to go. Now, you can go motorboat, you can go actual sailboat. Catamarans, because of their width and how comfortable they are downright luxurious. So that is a great way to go. We have 2 catamarans, one bigger than the other. Ours had actually 4 rooms, had 2 heads, had a full kitchen, and plenty of space to hang out. So our second stop was Apataki, which is a very remote island with a rather treacherous path, so you have to time that well. We had a wonderful captain. And we came into that island, and again, we did a bunch of diving there for Shark Week. We saw oceanics, we saw silver tips, we saw gray reef sharks, we saw more tiger sharks. It was sharks galore. It's Shark Paradise, which is the name of our show.
Sharks in Paradise.
And it was about 200 people that lived on that island. So that was a really gorgeous location. And then we continued sailing, and
the grand finale.
The grand finale. If you are a diver, you've heard of this place. Fakarava. Now, Fakarava has 2 massive passes, which are known for the highest concentration of gray reef sharks in the world, including biomass of just incredible proportions of grouper, of mantas, of puffers, of squirrelfish. You name it, it's there. You are diving in an aquarium. And Justin and I, we filmed there. We filmed with the gray reef sharks. And then Justin and I loved it so much, we actually stayed an extra few days. And we stayed in these beautiful bungalows because, again, there are no resorts. There are no all-inclusives. It is authentic. It is wonderful. The food was delicious. Our accommodations were beautiful. And anywhere you go, you are like almost in tears at how magnificent this place is. We both have our screensavers on our phones, in fact. My screensaver is, you probably can't see, is we have Fakarava.
It literally is,
The moment I remember most is when we went to this lovely little island and there was this palm tree just beautifully over the water, and Justin climbed up it, and I have a video of him sitting in a palm tree as a shark swims in the turquoise crystal clear water underneath. And I was like, I'm done. I've won at life. Like, this is it.
It was an incredible moment. And I think for me too, having watched Shark Week for so many years and then being a part of Shark Week and then to actually physically be in the water with you as my diving buddy, when we then saw the wall of sharks, of gray reef sharks swim past us, hundreds of gray reef sharks, it pinched me because I still don't believe it was real. I know.
It was the Wall of Sharks is one of the most most famous dive destinations in the world.
I would go back. I would go back because it was an incredible life experience again, and I love that I get to share it with you. And that island, Fakarava, like you said, it's the second largest, correct? Is it the second largest?
In the Tuamatus, and it has the largest passes.
But it still feels small. Like Kinga said, there's no resorts, there's no hotels.
Everywhere.
You ride bikes, the locals are nice, it's incredible, the food is good, the water is amazing. It is heaven on earth. This place is heaven on earth.
Take us back.
It is. It's an incredible place, and I think too interesting to go via catamaran. We went for Shark Week, but there's a lot of catamaran trips that go to different islands for tourists. There's also the Yacht Week, which you could go now with a party group in their 20s to 30s. So the catamaran experience is becoming a really popular way to explore the islands of Tahiti, and we cannot recommend it enough. Go by catamaran.
I second that.
With all this talk of the islands of Tahiti, I'm ready to go back. So I think I'm going to go pack my bags. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure of Explore This. And you ready to go back?
Yeah, we'll see you in Tahiti.
We'll see you in Tahiti.